Hi, I am Parul and you're watching this video by justtutors.com. Today we'll be learning about properties of angles of triangles, in which we'll cover Pythagoras theorem. So before we proceed with Pythagoras theorem, let's try this warm-up question here. You can pause this video and try this question. So in this question we have to circle the shapes which have at least one right angle in it. The first shape which we have here is a square. And as we know that square has 4 right angles, so we can circle it. The next one we have is regular pentagon. All the angles are more than 90 degrees or obtuse angles, so it is not having even a single right angle. The third shape that we have here is a parallelogram, and as we can see that it either has acute angle or obtuse angle. The fourth shape that we have here is a trapezium. That also does not consist of any right angle. The next shape that we have is a right angle triangle, and as the name suggests, it consists of one right angle, so we can circle it. Here the last shape is irregular pentagon, and as we can see that it holds 2 right angles in it, so that's the shape which we can circle there. Pat your back if you have circled correct shapes. Now let's proceed with Pythagoras theorem. So this theorem states that in right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other 2 sides. This theorem is applicable only for right angle triangle, and it means to say that AC square, that is the hypotenuse, the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of square of other 2 sides. Now let's see how we can prove it. So to prove this theorem, what we do is we draw a right triangle and construct 3 squares with sides of triangle as their respective bases. So when we are constructing squares on each side, that means the square will have length same as the sides on which they are constructed. So now when we compute the area of these squares, we see that the square made on the hypotenuse will be equal to the sum of squares made on the other 2 sides. So this proves our Pythagoras theorem that square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of other 2 sides. Now let's try a question based on this Pythagoras theorem that we have just learned. So here we have to find the unknown length, that is the hypotenuse here in this right angle triangle. So as we know that sum of square of other 2 sides is equal to square of hypotenuse, so we can say that x square is equal to 6 squared plus 8 squared. Now 6 squared is 36 and 8 squared is 64. That totals up to 100. And as we know that 10 times 10 is 100, so that gives us x equals to 10 centimeter. So the hypotenuse measures 10 centimeter in this triangle. I hope you are clear with this Pythagoras theorem and how to apply it. And based on this example, and that's all that we have learned, we can try these 2 questions here. You can pause this video and try these questions and come back here to check your answers. Pat your back if all your answers are correct. Thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.